All right. We're still on tips for learning Yoruba, tips for learning just the African language in general. So here's what we got. Here's what we got for the next step. So we talked about first getting started. That's for anything you do, especially for a language, which is something that's huge. And we talked about leveraging resources in social media and in your family. Those are two big ones to get started, especially. On top of that, you can speak to your family always too, but there's always the learning that needs to be done by yourself. There's a word for it, but learning needs to be done by yourself. There has to be some learning that you do by yourself that doesn't involve them at all too. Because I mean, you can speak to them, but you're not gonna speak to them for hours and hours about it specifically, you know. Everyone has their own things going on, you know what I mean? You can sit down and talk to them for a while, but don't get it twisted, but you need to have your own resources that you go and look into your own time. So that brings me to my next point on what you should do and what you can do. So, books, podcasts, game shows, even like there's one called Maso Niba that I watch. This book right here, I haven't started it for real, but I flipped through it a few times. It has exercises. Look at it. It has pictures. It has pictures too. It's a little expensive. I'm not gonna lie. Like this copy on Amazon was like, I want to say like $40 to $50. I'm not gonna lie, but like that's nothing for like trying to learn the language of my people. You know what I mean? I would very gladly spend that money every time. So yeah, it's lots of Pewon, Ma'a, Olorun, which means God. You have Jade Sita, I don't even know what that means. And you have dialogue between people in this book, for example. You have She Ma Bamilo Si or Ja. So I don't even know what that means. She Ma, like something I will, do you want to go or something? I don't know. Akoko. Oh, I hear that a lot in music as well too. Lane Timo by Onje Ton. Mo Masun, so that means I'm gonna sleep. Yeah, no, definitely. So yeah, you know, there's a lot of stuff in this book. For example, this is a beginner's book apparently. It's called Colloquial Yoruba. So Antonia Yetunde Folarun Shleya. So yeah, it sounds like a German Yoruba woman. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, so stuff like that. There's it even says free audiobook online. I haven't checked that out. I need to check that out. But yeah, resources. We're talking about specific. Like, let's say you didn't even have a family that spoke Yoruba fluently, or you don't have people to speak to about it on the daily. You know, this book, along with the audiobook online, leveraging game shows, podcast resources. We're talking about just internet resources now, plus having a book and stuff like that. It's just a huge like advantage for you. You know what I mean? Like leveraging physical resources, I guess you could say. In this case, this is a physical resource, but just resources that that aren't your family, basically. Stuff that you'd have to go out and get on you have to go figure out yourself. You know, there's YouTube and stuff like that with podcasts, and then you got books like this, like I mentioned. There's a lot of stuff you can do, bro. There's a lot of stuff you can do with that. Like this book alone is just like after this book you'll be able to speak Yoruba decently. I'm not even gonna lie. This is a pretty thick book, I wanna say too. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's like 295 pages of just Yoruba 4 days ago. Ojo Marunu on knees today, yeah. There's a lot of stuff in here. There's a glossary too. Yeah, this is amazing. Ogede's in here, Dodo's in here as well. Rara Kunle. Oh, that's huge. Damn. That's crazy. Yeah, so yeah, this leveraging resources such as books, physical resources and stuff like that, that's definitely something you gotta do as well. You gotta have your own resources that you don't need to involve another person. These are just resources that are just you and the resource. That's all you need. So yeah, that's definitely something, because that way you don't have to rely on anyone for that. You can just go and do it yourself. It's independent resource. So that's definitely something I would say you definitely need to invest in. For example, like a book. But if you don't want to get this book, like it's $50. That's honestly kind of bread. I'm not gonna lie. But even though it's not, for me it's fine. $50 is okay. I had the money to buy it. So, but there's resources that are free, plenty of free resources online, like there's plenty. Like maybe I didn't even need to buy this book for real. I was just going again, trigger happy and stuff like that. But you can leverage, and they're free. So there's no excuse. You can't say I ain't got no bread. It's free. There are free resources online. There are people there's the game show I said, Maso Niba, in which they speak Yoruba. They have the translations there too. It's perfect, bro. It's perfect. So yeah, leveraging resources that don't involve another party. Self-service resources, you could say. Self-service resources is what you got to invest in. And it's a huge help for sure. So that's another tip. Thank y'all for watching. All right. Eshe Pupo, Lati, or Lati for watching. Latin, I don't even know how to say that. Let me find that out. Thank you, Eshegon, for watching. And Eshegon Ledumare, and chop life till next time.